Fireplace for cooking.
Tent for sleeping
Hammock for napping.
or chilling.
Altar for praying.
Clotheslines
For drying. Ukulele for musicking.
and stone shelves for fruits.
For fruiting.
Yeah.
And you.
That's
For loving.
That's my home. That's our home. Yeah. Hammock standing between hundreds of years old ancient olive trees, the sound of guitars, flutes, and laughter echoing around. If the rain hasn't done my dishes, then I wash them in the ocean, and Father Sun dries our clothes. Cooking yummy, yummy, yummy plant foods on the open fire, naked bodies and bare feet walking around the bush, sun-kissed skins. My hands smell like wild sage that I'm collecting every day, and I listen to the singing voices coming from behind the trees.
There's wild sage growing everywhere. It smells so good. Yesterday I was walking around looking for a spot to put the tent, and I was like, it smells like sage everywhere, and then I discovered that there is wild sage growing everywhere, and I'm just so in awe, like so in awe. It's so amazing. I just went for a swim in the ocean and collected some salt water and stones. Will just gifted me this giant bouquet of sage with a string so that I can hang it up and dry it. He's the cutest. It's so big. A stick insect. My smudge stick family is growing. Yeah. I have one giant smudge stick, one little baby smudge stick, and one big smudge stick. All self-made, self-harvested, and organic sage from the land of the gathering. Oh, so thankful. I am going to go fetch some water in the jerry can because there is a sweetwater, freshwater fountain, like a source down there, and this is the way down to the beach. Wow, it's one of the best things in the world to go for a swim in the ocean first thing in the morning. Oh my gosh, I feel so alive. I just came back from a water fetch mission, so every time we want to drink water or cook, or when I want to like wash my hands or wash my face in the morning, I need to go get water from the source that is down at the beach. And we have like this 10 or 15 liter jerry can that I used to fill and then bring it back to my camp. And if we want to drink water, we have these metal bottles that we fill, and if we want to cook something just for us, we need to fill the pots with water. And it's not like usually that you just go to the tap, open the tap, have water. It is just more of an effort and of a conscious like step you need to take to have water. And it's beautiful. Like, I love it. In the morning I wake up after I stretch a little bit or right, or whatever I do, then afterwards, like, one of the first things I do is I go down to the beach, wash myself, or go for a swim, even in the ocean, and then bring my jerry can with me, fill it, and come back, and then I have like few, I don't know, like, yeah, 9, 8, 10 liters of water for the day, and fill our water bottles. Yeah, and I love it. It's like such a nice ritual to go and get that water, also because the environment is just so beautiful, like with the beach, bushland all around, the ocean, and it's just so magical here. That I enjoy the water fetch walks a lot. Yeah, it's really an amazing nature landscape, so raw and yeah, untouched and beautiful. Yes, and that realization with the water led me to the realization of how everything I do here at the gathering, living like this in my little camp. This is my house and my clothesline, and washing my clothes in the ocean, and washing my dishes in the ocean, always eating on the floor, cooking on the fire, going to get water from a source that comes out of the rocks and dribbles very slowly. All those things lead me to live with much more intention, much more consciousness, and much more gratitude, and much more connectedness to nature, like where everything comes from, where the food comes from, where the water comes from. Yes, I love that. I love living intentionally and in harmony with nature, and in love and gratitude. Yeah, not destroying and not taking more than giving, because I pee everywhere. I give the plants my water, and we shit in shit pits in the earth that we then cover, brings minerals and fertilizer to the earth. It's also, we give our composts from the kitchen, like fruit scraps, everything that's organic, back to the earth. It's an exchange, really. It's an exchange, and it's beautiful. There is the craziest insect here on my pot, eating the leftover food in it. It was like licking leftover food, and it has a gigantic spike at the back. Hello, plant. Thank you, plant. Yeah, I can see the moon. Half moon. Woo! this life is really good here at the gathering. Just the way our days, my days, are structured. Honestly, I couldn't wish for anything better. Like waking up with the sun, a bit after the sun, when the sun starts to warm up my tent, and I get up and I stretch, and then I go for a swim or just to the source, and helping in the community kitchen. And there were people at the community taking part in a breathwork, healing workshop. Others were digging a shit pit. People playing music all the time, all around, and just so much joy and so much love and so much intentional living and creation of beauty and of respect to Mother Nature. It just feels so good.
No! Should I yell?
Yeah.
Food cycle! No! Makes you wonder about the other side, you know?
Yes.
Where it's like just an orb in the sky. When it's done, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Moon is rising, full moon is here. Brothers and sisters united, celebration, let go of fear. Moon is rising, full moon is here. Sisters and brothers united, liberation is now and here.
Hello.
What are you building?
A pan flute.
Can I see? Wow.
It's my first pan flute.
And what is the string?
It's a liana from the forest right there.
Mm-hmm.
I removed the thorns so they can work with it without hurting my fingers.
I found this really nice piece of wood by the ocean the other day. I think it's like an old a root from an olive tree, and it was floating in the sea for a while, so like it kind of driftwood, but it's really hard, and I cut some slices from it with a saw, and I'm gonna sand and then maybe make necklaces.
I managed to poke a hole into the pendants with my little pocket knife. I just poked it from both sides and then went through with a needle, and now I just rinsed them off to see where I still need to sand them more, and they're really, really beautiful and so special. Wow. I love wood, and especially olive wood. It's magical, so special.
Porridge with fruits, dried figs, grapes, jujubes, apple or melon, or also there's some
cactus figs in this today. Will and I, we were cooking potato and lentil soup on the fire, well, like on the rock stove that he built, and he was just about to burn a branch of olive wood, and I said, no, the nice piece of olive wood, and he was like, do you want to keep it? So I kept it, and I have this saw that one brother at the Rainbow lets me use, like just leaves it in his bag, and he said I can use it whenever I want. So I had the saw and I cut open the branch, and it is so beautiful. It's like incredible. Olive wood is my new favorite thing in the world. It's so nice. I put some coconut oil on it so that it looks oiled now, but I'm still gonna cut it and sand it, and I have so many pieces already that I cut. It's just magical, the rings inside and the patterns. It's crazy. So beautiful. And this is the necklace that I finished from the other day. Yeah.
Musobe barala ila korda kono kananyena amanke la joti Musobe barala ila korda kono kananyena amanke la joti.
Yesterday I was in town for the food mission, and when I come back, Will had built these little shelves for me with stones from the beach. Then he hung them on the branches. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. It's so beautiful.
I just had a burp.
I was wondering what that was. I finished another set of olive wood pendants. I'm so happy with them. They're so smooth and beautiful. I'm making some necklaces for some people at the gathering that saw mine and loved it and asked me to make one for them.
I think around here I can find leopards right here.
Biggest smudge stick in the world. Whoa, babe.
Whoa. Oh my god. Wow.
I cleansed
Oh my
it.
god.
This is
Whoa.
amazing.
Wow.
Oh shit, my pants. No! I burnt my pants. Look.
Oh.
Worth it.
Picture of us. Do you want a picture?
Yay!
Yes.
Hi, you're distracting me.
From this to this. There are some abandoned kaki trees here and we collected so many. And they're so ripe and like orange flash and so beautiful. I'm up in the kaki tree. Whee! We are leaving this beautiful place that we stayed at for 1 month. Here on the hidden beach in Albania amongst the olive trees, and it has been magical, and I am so filled with gratitude and beautiful moments shared with beautiful people, and so much time in nature, so many swims in the ocean, so many nights dancing around the fire and cooking on the fire and washing clothes and dishes in the ocean, and stories shared with the people, listening to the people, and I feel very inspired and recharged. But before we go, I want to collect a little bit of sage for the last time, because it is so precious that it grows everywhere here, and I just take a little bit of each plant. Of course, I never cut the whole plant, and yeah, I thank the plant and honor it, and yeah. Thank you, plant. I'm editing the Albania video and I realized that I forgot to talk about how blessed I felt and still feel that I got to learn so many things from the other brothers and sisters at the gathering, because we had so many interesting workshops. We had every day a workshop, and I went to a lot of the workshops that people held, and it always was such a sacred and honored space by everyone. Just so beautiful to witness how people were so interested and grateful to learn from each other and to listen to each other. So anyway, for example, there was a workshop about hitchhiking on boats, like hitchhiking the world, but on boats. And like a couple different people explaining how they do it, how they did it, and tips and tricks to get started hitchhiking on boats. And yeah, there were several breathwork workshops where we learned how to breathe, to release emotions and trauma that has been held by our bodies and not released. And there was a home birthing workshop where some women talked about how they gave birth at home, which was so interesting for me because I'm so fascinated by births. And there was a workshop about how to build flutes. So Will and one other guy were teaching that and talking and showing and doing how to build a flute out of bamboo. Yeah, like massage workshops and yoga workshops every day actually, and meditation every day. There was also a song and music workshop where we exchanged lyrics and chords and notes for rainbow songs. Just so many different more probably that I forgot about, but those are just some of the ones I wanted to mention and just say how amazing of an opportunity that is to learn and to exchange.
On the 16th of October 2020, we had the closing ceremony of the Albania Healing Gathering. On New Moon Day, everyone threw a piece of sage into the main fire, and while throwing it, we either silently or out loud shared our intention for healing that we want to bring into the world. And my intention for healing is to always remember how much love and positivity and joy a community of conscious, loving people can generate, and to keep up and spread that energy even when we're out and about as individuals, because even then can we generate so much love and joy and positive change. I also wish that the things that we sing and preach in our rainbow songs in regards to respecting, honoring, and protecting Mother Earth keep on being practiced and implemented into our daily choices. I also send my healing intentions to the animals of this earth, all beings and all species. I wish for that we cease to abuse and exploit them and treat them as products and producing machines. Lastly, I wish for everyone every day to celebrate the gift of existence.